Elsia, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short. We have this Scorpio new moon reading we're about to get into. The Scorpio new moon will start to magnetize at 5:16 p.m. EST. Mars is going to be at, I believe, 3 degrees for 33 minutes or something like that, or at the 33-minute point. So 333, for those of you who've been paying attention, 3 and 30 and 333 have been very important lately, especially within the last week, especially that 33. So if threes resonate, if that's your life path number, your 33, etc., then a lot of what comes out here is for you. But as I always say, if you're guided to watch something like this, there's always something there for you. You just have to tap in, use your intuition and discernment to find out what it is that's here for you. As always, it's a collective reading, so only take what resonates to and for you, leave what doesn't. We're going to hop on into this beautiful tarot that I have here. We're going to find out what it is that you are transitioning out of. So start off with that first. Let's see what this transition is bringing about. We have Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So a lot of the things you've worked on before in the past maybe didn't go quite according to plan, and you focused on that a little too hard. And so when something else new was trying to come in, when another divine offer was trying to make its way in, you were ignoring it. Now, this could have been intentionally for some of you, this could have been subconsciously for others, but you're being told that at all times there's a higher divine presence that's always been around you, assisting you, helping you, opening doors, even when you didn't notice those doors were being opened. But what you're being asked to do now is to allow your focus to go where you want the energy to flow. So instead of focusing on what did not work, the plan that fell through, that thing that was supposed to be and ended up not being, you're being told, turn your attention in the direction of this new divine offer that's coming in, whether it be work related, love related. Most importantly, this new moon in Scorpio, it's activating you as an individual, least of all bringing in all of the love and attention that's needed. It's about your metamorphosis, your transformation, and what new things you wish to explore in that transformation. So be mindful that you're not being dismissive. Four of Cups can sometimes be a very dismissive energy, like, oh, I'm not paying attention to that because I don't think it's what I want, or I'm too busy focusing on naysayers and all that other jazz, and you're being told to redirect that energy. So now let's find out what you're leveling up to. Oh, there's a card flipped here. Hold on now. Oh, and it's Three of Wands. Now that rarely happens. Look at that. When the deck was shuffled, there was a card that was flipped over, and it's Three of Wands. What you've been waiting for, that reward, it's coming. But you need to prepare yourself more for it. Others, it's not that you're not prepared for it. You just need to keep your focus there. Stay persistent in it. You've put a lot of work into your transformation. And for those of you who've been wanting to put work in your transformation, and you've kind of been stagnant about it, or again being sort of dismissive and all that jazz, you're being told what you need, what you desire. It's right there. You're right at the edge of it. Normally in the Three of Wands card, the person's on like a cliff, or they're at a shore and the boats are coming in, the ships are coming in. But I always say pay attention, because a lot of times as one shipment is coming in, you're pushing something else out. And that's what Scorpio energy is all about. That's what it's about. It's that transmutation. It's that transform, that metamorphosis. Something has to be cleared out. Notice she looks like she's cleansing herself. She looks like, it almost looks like the Star card, but it's Three of Wands. And she looks like she's cleansing herself in a sacred space. So this is like, make a sacred space for yourself. And in that sacred space, wash out all that keeps you from accepting the abundance that comes into you, the blessings that are coming towards you, in whatever form they may be coming. Own that power. Scorpio power is also about owning who you are. accepting it in a especially in a sensual way. So for those of you, maybe you need to get more in tune with the intimate side of yourself on all levels, whether it be sexually, mentally, emotionally. Get in tune with that power. Okay, I had to pause for a second because the curtain was trying to fall. And as I always tell you guys, when curtains are trying to fall, if it's not spirit babies pulling them down, the message is saying, yes, a curtain must be closed on something in order for that new thing to come in. If you've been paying attention to like the last couple of readings, curtains falling or something being, pulled down or in other words, also pulled open, because if you also know it says, curtains open, that energy has been consistent in a couple of messages. So if you've been procrastinating on letting something go, on letting something transition out, understand, regardless of your procrastination, things will happen that will make certain, toxic, whether it be behaviors or energies, transition out of your life. You holding on to it hurts you more. So let it go, whatever it may be. You should already know. Let's see what you're being energized for. So we got a lot of what's transitioning out here. We have how you're leveling up. Let's get what's coming in for a lot of you. Let's get what's coming in. We have Nine of Wands. Remember what I said about being resilient? I believe that was the word I used. Resilient, persistent. Ooh, and we have Seven of Cups. There's a lot of opportunities on the table for y'all right now. There's just a lot of divine energies that wish to assist you. Your guardians, your guides, have a conversation with them. Sit down in meditation. There's all different kinds of meditations. At this point, my loves, there's no excuse to not find a way to get yourself centered and get yourself grounded, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, 3 minutes a day. I recommend 5 and up, but there's no excuse to not really sit. Learn to not only sit within your silence, but when you do have thoughts that keep trying to interrupt your meditations or interrupt with what you're focusing on, interrupt that thought with what you want. This is also a part of meditation. This is also a part of manifestation. Think about what it is that you truly desire, the happiness, the positivity, the abundance. Think about that. Meditate on that. Again, where focus goes, energy flows. Some of you might find that right now, especially with everything going on in the world, it's really hard to get done a lot of things that you want to get done. And you find yourself getting fatigued. You find yourself getting tired. And that's what this Nine of Wands is right here. It's that tiredness. It's that fatigue. But what I'm seeing in this image is I'm seeing a keyhole. And inside of that key, I'm seeing what looks to be like a pyramid or a chair. And then there's a person, there's a soul that's sitting in the middle of it, charging up, realizing that they're the key. I always tell you guys, there are no problems without solutions. There are no questions without answers. Sometimes when it comes to the answer portion, you've got to work through whatever that is, right? You have to step into that unknown and learn how to navigate it in the moment. It can't always be, oh, I just knew all the answers right away. Right? Our job here, whether it's booking a personal reading or whether it's watching a collective reading, is to give you some guidance and some clarity so that you have an understanding or an idea of the different directions and options that you have available for you. Seven of Cups is just about that. Options, opportunities, choices, learning to not be confused, right? It's up to you to maintain the persistence and the resilientness that's necessary. That is your free will. That is a part of you tapping into your willpower and standing in that power. It's a huge portion of that. So when you find yourself getting fatigued and getting tired, remember that we always get fatigued, or most of the time we get fatigued and tired right when we're right there, like what we need. Look, three of Wands. It's right there in front of you. You've just got to get in control of your energy and learn how to be in flow with the cosmic energies that you want to be in flow with, and let go of that which you don't. Now, sometimes this is going to mean ignoring certain people. If you live in a situation right now where you can't just get up and leave. I don't like using the word can, but for whatever reason, there's like a block right now to that. Changing your mentality is going to help you a lot. Changing your behavior of what you tolerate and not tolerate will also help you a lot. And being able to transition the way that you need to transition. Whether it's a new job, whatever it may be, save up. You know what I mean? If you don't need certain things, certain subscriptions or whatever, turn those off, save up so that you can have the means to go when you need to go. And understand that sometimes you're just going to need to move. When you hear that cosmic voice say to you, go, move, just do it. Don't second guess it. Don't, no fear. Go for it. So it's not telling you to not have certain things in preparation, but you're not going to always be prepared for every little thing all the time. And this is why trusting your intuition, your instincts, and using your discernment is so important. Because guidance and clarity gets you to a point, and then it's up to you to start tapping into your own energy to go the long haul, to go the rest of the way. So for a lot of you, you just got to stay persistent, because what you want, it's coming towards you. And it's coming at top speed. It's just taking some of y'all a long time to let the old transition out. And you're being told, get grounded, get centered. Let your gate be open to accept that abundance and release what no longer serves you. And then that way, those choices that you've been confused about, because and this has been coming out for a lot of people, even in personal readings, y'all have been having a lot of choices that you just, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. Should I help this person? Should I not? Da, 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 da. It's all this confusion. It doesn't need to be. If you have two things that you want to work on that you know can be highly successful and they flow together, start on one of them and then smoothly transition into the next one. I'm all about seamless transitions, right? If you've got two things you need to work on, but you know that one needs attention more than the other, it might take a little longer to get done, but it has a higher chance or probability of being successful, then you already know what to do. So who's really confusing you? Is it the energies, or is it your own questioning of yourself? Is it the self-doubt that's confusing you about the choices that you have? For those of you where these are opportunities coming in, again, opportunities can seamlessly flow into each other. You might work on a small little podcast or something like that one day, and then the next day you're doing an interview on something bigger. You might go for a job position where you thought you were going to get this like minuscule in the back of the cubicle job, and you end up becoming one of the head people of it because you have that energy to you. There's a story I see not too long ago that's coming in, where this guy, he went to go work on something basic with NASA, like it was a basic thing. And he comes in and he ends up accidentally working for NASA, because he comes in and whatever he did, they liked it. And so he ended up with a much higher position working on some really big projects. But that's not even what he went in there for. You dig what I'm saying? He just followed an instinct to say, hey, this is a position. It's something I pretty much know I can handle. Let me just hop on over and do this basic thing. But when he gets there, he's leveled up on the spot. And the crazy thing is, what they leveled him up to, even though he probably knew a little bit about it, he didn't really have on-hands experience. He learned that on-hands experience in that position for NASA. So you can't keep cutting yourself short. You can't keep saying, well, I can't do this because it needs this amount of money or this amount of time. You don't know where money may come from. I always say, tell yourself, money comes to me endlessly, in an abundant amount, in expected and unexpected ways. If it's something related to your health, what is it that you need to do to get your health in order? If you're the kind of person where everything doctors tell you haven't been working, now, of course, from a legal standpoint, I can't tell y'all about your medicals. I'm an intuitive healer, but I can't tell you, hey, don't go to your doctor. But if you find that what your doctor tells you isn't working, or it's making you feel sicker, what are some other herbal and metaphysical, meditative ways that you can heal your body? What are they? And once you find out what they are, I'm going to be blunt with you. Can you go all the way through with it, or are you going to half-ass it? Because you can't half-ass it and then complain it's not working for you. Everything you need is right there. You're literally on the cusp of it. The only thing holding you back is what you need to pay attention to and what you need to let go of. Stop being stubborn. Stop saying, oh, I worked on this and I worked on that and it didn't pan out. Why? That's the past. And the past is only relevant for your now when you keep maintaining it. Okay? I don't care what the trauma is. This is all with love and being blunt with you. It doesn't matter what the trauma is. It doesn't matter what that painful experience was, who left you, who shot John. That does not matter. if you choose to hang on to those vibrations, then you're choosing to be what you would typically see in the Four of Cups card, which is somebody sitting up against a tree with their arms folded. A divine, blessing is trying to come in, trying to renew them, trying to bring them into prosperity. And they're just sitting there like, either I don't want it, or they're not paying attention to it because they're so busy looking at the 3 cups in front of them that did not work out. Relationship, living situation, business, all the things that they shouldn't be focusing on. And somebody has been getting into a lot of confrontations because I feel like my throat's getting sort of scratchy, like when a person might have had to project a lot. So you might have found that you may have been in, a little bit of confrontation where you had to kind of like project your voice to be heard. Yeah, that's gotta go. Let the new moon in Scorpio, let that go. The new moon in Scorpio is like, what do you want to bring in, babe? What do you need? What newness are you trying to experience right now? What magic are you trying to tap into? Scorpio is one of the most intuitive energies. I'm not going to limit it to just a sign. I tell y'all that all the time. So whether Scorpio's in your chart or not, if it's in your chart, cool. You can resonate on a different level a little bit here. But these energies, before, born was a thing, these energies were a thing. So they have a certain vibration that they maintain whether I apply it to your chart or not. So by the time I'm applying it to your chart, what you need to be asking yourself is, hypothetically, let's say you're Cancer right now. Let's say you're Taurus, you're Aries. How does this Scorpio newness, this energy affect you? Energetically. Forget the human trait for a second. Energetically, how does this affect you? Now tap into that to get that resilience that you need, because we actually have a consistent level of water and fire here. And fire is all about action and passion. Okay, we're going to close with, I want to see what mystic energies are surrounding some of y'all. And look at that, bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. All right, so some of y'all definitely have calls and offers that are coming in here. You have something that something that you're studying, or you'll get back into studying. For some of you, it might be going back to school. But something that you're going to study or get back into, that's going to help you a lot. It's going to give you the information you need to know to propel forward, whatever that may be for you. It could be something spiritual. It could be something just like going back to school, regular, to get like a degree in something. For others, I feel like a little girl is important to you. The Page of Pentacles, the Pentacles is the female suit. The Page is normally a young person in that regard. I'm not getting someone young, like maybe a young adult. I'm going to say either a little girl or a young adult is encouraging you, and you're learning a lot. So you might have had, your little girl or something could be coming to you, or it could be a goddaughter, but it's definitely a female energy, comes to you and says little things, and you're like, wow, I never thought about that before. I'm hearing out of the mouth of babes. So someone's daughter, goddaughter, or niece, maybe baby cousin, is of real importance. I'm getting more of a daughter energy though. Maybe it's somebody you helped raise. Let's tap into the mystic energies right now that can help transform you. Let's get into the mystical energies that can help transform you. Ooh, okay. Well, dang. 3 cards off. There we go with that 3 again. 3 cards off the bat. We have Secret Witch. There's a secret enemy lurking, knows more than they let on. So somebody, when we talk about those blocks and the tiredness you've been feeling, and maybe things that you could be ignoring because you want to be hard-headed, right? You're being told that someone's energy is trying to pretty much manipulate. Someone's energy they're trying to get in the way of a blessing here. The divine ain't gonna let it, but it's important that you start acknowledging that it's happening so that you can, what did we say earlier? Redirect your focus, put up the proper protection. I'm divinely protected at all times. Some of you are into different mystic practices. Some of you are into different mystic practices. You don't all resonate necessarily with which is a specific thing. Some people don't know that, and so everybody starts kind of just claiming it, not realizing what they're doing. Some of you, it may be, which practices that you're into. But for others, it's other types of mystical practices, maybe sangria, something like that. You're being told to really hone in with nature, really hone. That's one thing about when we use the word witch that comes in a lot of times for people is nature. Hone into the elements. Tap into that. Pay attention. Whoever this resonates for, you know who that is. You might be playing nice, but you know who that is. And you're being told, don't participate in that energy at all. Protect yourself, protect your household, and leave that energy alone. Don't be that person like, I know that they might be up to no good, but I'm going to still talk to them anyway. Keep it moving. We have shamanic witch. Live in harmony with the earth. Serve the needs of your community. What did I just say to you guys? And again, some of you may not resonate with the term witch. You might resonate with shamanic. You might resonate with other terms. But whoever you're talking to, I feel like it's somebody that might have been purposely giving you wrong advice on spiritual things because they don't want you to tap into your power. They don't want you to recognize who you are. And you've been picking up on this, but you've been ignoring it. You haven't been paying attention to your intuition. All these blessings and amazing things that are coming into you that you now have to, keep staying persistent and resilient for. You've been wondering, how come when I seem like I'm getting close to something, it falls apart, this energy here? For some of you, this might be a relative, but I feel like y'all know who that is. The majority of y'all know who that is. For one of you, it's a man, not a woman. But for others, it's tapping, and well, for all of you, it's tapping into this energy, getting in tune with nature, getting in tune with the environment around you in a positive way. Ooh, look at this. Many fear your power. Your power is within you. Many fear your power, and they're purposely giving you misinformation, and you feel it. Maybe you don't practice everything they say. This might be some type of so-called mentor. Maybe you don't practice everything they say. This could be another reader or something like that you may have went to, and they've been giving you false information. And when you've tried to do it before, it didn't work out or it made something worse. So you've been weaning away, but you haven't really cut the person off. You know better. Now you know why they've been acting that way, or why they don't want you tapping into who you are. And that's your job. Your job is to tap into who you are. All right. Let's get some divine answers here for some things. You can sit and you can think of a question. Don't let it be health related or life or death related. You can think of a simple question. Let's see what answer we get for this collective. Remember to only take what resonates. We have doubtful, and I'm being moved to put that under here. Somebody might be trying to defend this energy, and they're like, honey, making amends with them, trying to work something out with them. No. It's really a solid no. But I think there's something specific you just asked about and trying to maybe save some type of face with them. Because again, for some of you, that person might be family and they're like, no, doubtful. Maybe it was a can they change? Doubtful. Whatever it was. Whoop! For the next row, we have absolutely. Absolutely, you are that powerful. Absolutely, you should tap into those energies. Somebody might be from New York City. We have against all odds. Somebody fears your power, but your power is within you. And against all odds, you have the ability to stay persistent, to stay the course. Bottom of the deck, we have it will happen soon. Some of my cards are trying to slide around. This deck's trying to speak to everybody. These names may resonate with you too, but at the bottom of the deck, we have it will happen. Whatever you're dreaming about, whatever that 3 of Wands is about, it will happen. Let's get another cosmic answer to something that you should know of soon. Cosmic answer to something you should know of soon. That'll be something that'll reveal itself in the future. We have never. So something is going to be revealed to you in the future. Probably another doubt that you have about yourself, or something you don't think that it'll work out the way it's supposed to. I'm feeling like this never is flexible for some of you. It's feeling more like a strong no for a time being, maybe for a time period. but I feel like it's something that you were trying to do that you shouldn't be doing. Like, you shouldn't be participating in. Again, it might involve this person. It's something you probably shouldn't be participating in, something you probably shouldn't be focusing on, and you've been ignoring it. You keep trying to make a way to do it, and they're like, no, strong no, never. Like, you never need to do that. Like, you don't need to do that. That's the energy I'm getting from that. My loves, that was your reading. This reading is timeless. It is, of course, is charged by the energy of the new moon in Scorpio today. But whenever you come across this is when you're meant to. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this video for more content. If you wish to book a personal reading, link is in the description and also on my channel. You can follow me on my social medias to also stay up to date with some things over there. I will be opening a subscription for collective reading soon, where you'll get more detailed things and extended things, a couple of channel messages, even some things without the cards involved. So if you're interested in that, you can also comment below. Until then, my loves, peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.